Welcome back, everyone. It is Friday, February 3rd, the end of the week. Happy to be here and be alive. Um, More earnings came out yesterday. We've got Amazon, Apple, Alphabet, and some companies that don't matter reporting. And although traders in those stocks are probably, or bulls, I should say, in those stocks, are a little bit disappointed with each one going down roughly 2 to 3%. No one's sadder than Adani, which halted, and I believe is still halted, though I'll have to double check, and is down yet another 10%. So when times get bad, just remember, could be worse. It could be Adani. That being said, welcome back, everyone, and let's kick it off. What we got for, ending off this week, and what are we looking forward to next week?
Yeah, it's Friday. Welcome Friday, finally. Friday, February 3rd. So as you know, may not know, over here in Japan, we basically banish out the devil. It is a traditional holiday over here. And also, it means that spring is on its way. And I'm excited about that. It might stay cold a little bit, but it means the warm weather is coming. So, so check that out when you get some time, why we celebrate February 3rd and what that means. But I digress. The point I'm trying to make is looks like I'm going to be going to Alibaba calls, nothing related to Japan, of course. But Japan has decided, actually, fun fact for you guys, to play the New York Stock Exchange playbook, which means that they are going to delist stocks in the Tokyo Exchange. That's right. They have till 2026 to get their act in order, or they will be delisted. But that's all for me for now.
So that's going to be a while before that really means anything then, right?
Well, you know, Japan, they like to pivot and say, oh, it's 2023. Maybe we'll do it in 2024 now. You know, random plays in the back of their card or their pockets. Sorry.
Any concerns on that Baba play with regard to the Chinese spy balloon circling overhead?
No, I thought
by
that.
Alibaba.
Go ahead. Yeah, I was just going to say that. You took my joke.
It's like if it was made by Alibaba, the concern is it going to come crashing down?
Job numbers are out, and they're way hotter. 517, or excuse me, there were 500,000. Sorry, my banner went down, but there was expected 187, I believe, and it was 517. So that just came out at 8:30.
Wow. Yeah, that is a lot hotter.
Wait, is that a bad way or a good way, hotter?
What was that again? What were the stats? Expected was what?
It's in a bad way. Expected was 184. Sorry, guys. Let me get my numbers in here.
I think he said it was like 184 is expected, and the actual is 517,000.
New
Yeah,
job.
non-farm payrolls rose by 517,000 in January. Unemployment rate little changed at 3.4%. Participation rate still at 62.4, and then unemployment population ratio at 60%. So not much movement. Jobless claims less than 5 weeks decreased to 1.9 million in January.
So the reason this is in a bad way is because one of the top inflationary pressures in the United States has been because of wage growth. It has exploded, and that has been created strong inflationary pressure. And the fact that we added like almost 3 times as many jobs as expected means that we're having a hard time getting people to not work and ask for lots of money.
I just threw the report in the comments.
Thank you. My Wi-Fi just fried on me like the worst time. I saw the number. Anyhow, thank you.
Can you tell us your ISP? Just curious for puts and calls in case they are trading the stock market.
Spectrum. So that's old Time Warner. I think that's. I
Thank
don't
you.
think you can.
I digress. Welcome, Hardy. You got some nice plays, by the way. Perfectly aligned for Friday.
Good morning, everyone. I mean, the unemployment data or the non-farm employment data notwithstanding, I'm just waiting to see when the rug gets pulled.
Seems like that Chinese air balloon is kind of giving you guys some reception here. Is it just me? Is it silent?
I don't think people have much to share after they lost or made money on Meta. They're either celebrating or, what's the term, commiserating.
It's looking like I should have sold my Google yesterday.
It'll be an interesting morning as people scramble to wrap the week up.
It was a pretty good week. Walked away with I think 4% on my GameStop covered call.
Nice. Well, you wanted plays. Here's someone with some plays, whether you think they're good or not. Tuesday fly.
Hell yeah, brother.
I appreciate that. Grand Rising Money Team, Wall Street Bets. How y'all doing this morning? Chime in real quick. I did post yesterday RSLS. I was down fucking $2,800 at close. I posted it during the morning chat. I was still down $2,800 when we opened yesterday. That thing took off after hours. I got a 200% gain. I got out at $24. It hit 28 and I almost crashed my fucking car. So I'll cheers to that. I do have some plays. Let me post them real quick. One that I really like, I got in late last night. It's GENE. It shot up. I got in pretty high. I'll post when I got in. But between the shares outstanding and the market cap and the volume is through the fucking roof today, I think FOMO will chase that thing down. RSLS and TCBP, I'll post the other ones to the chat so I won't be too dry with that. I do have a couple options if you want to hear those.
We always love hearing options.
I know you do. So I did jump in on QQQ and this was yesterday at a February 7th, 3:15 call. I also cashed out on my Macy's and I hit pretty nice on that. Actually, I spoke on that. So what I got in was last one for you, Amazon. I did an in and out with Amazon. I ended up getting back in on a February 10th, 120 call. And I'll leave it at that. I appreciate it, fellas. Have a blessed day. Good luck today.
I guess we're expecting not so good news on that call.
I mean, I went out to the 7th, so it gives us some time to let this shit cool off and then let some FOMO back into it. I mean, I jumped in and out on 2 different Amazon calls yesterday. You guys like percentages. Unfortunately, E-Trade doesn't show me percentage on my quick screen. I don't mean to talk numbers, so to speak, but I did get in and out on Amazon yesterday pretty decent. So
Yeah, Amazon beat revenue, but a massive miss on EPS.
I still am in that rig call if anybody's interested. That's RIG and that's out May 19th, $8 calls. Still up on that, $117 on that whenever I got in last week. And then there's another one, DBI. That was a February 17th call at $10. We've been in that for a little bit, and that's up in the green as well. Haven't cashed out on that as yet.
And
for my bag holders, yes, sir.
You keep saying we. We were in it. Like who is we?
I have an
We
alter ego. I have my regular name is George, and then I have Mr. Tuesday Fly, and then I have Mr. Big Ballin'. So it's three of us here at the conversation right now.
I get it. I get it. I
Oh,
get
split
it. I thought that
personalities. I like those. Let's go. Feisty.
Let's go.
Oh, like Eminem.
You know,
a
whatever
real
it
man
takes to see.
always gives himself more personalities.
I like you, man.
I mean,
Saying wee wee
I
like
appreciate
a
that.
pee-pee.
Nah, negative. Hold fast. But no, that's my place, fellas. There'll be a couple more options I'm looking at today, and I did actually get in on Google a little bit yesterday. So actually, yesterday was amazing for me. I hope everybody has a great day today, and I'm a digress.
Yeah, I got a play if I can.
Still in my words.
Play.
Yeah, go
Say
ahead.
the play.
So I'm not a huge fan of IPOs, but when I do, I try to find one that might pop real quick when it opens and then get the hell out of it. It's opening today. It's Bullfrog AI Holdings. My real rock solid thesis here is it's got AI in the name, and I feel like over the past week and a half, anything that does has gone up. So the idea is grab a couple right when it opens. If it pops, sell them, get the hell out. If it goes down, try to cost average. If it goes down more, take my loss and get the hell out. But yeah, real solid thesis. But that's my play for the day. So fuck it.
Do you know what the ticker's supposed to be and what the opening price is going to be on it?
It's listed at 630, so I assume probably a little bit higher than that. Typical IPO. Ticker is BFRG. Big fucking regarded gains, hopefully.
You know what, Billy?
Probably lose my ass. That's what's gonna happen.
That's not the most regarded thing that I heard as a strategy.
Well, I will take that as the biggest pat on my back. Simple. Thanks, man.
Yeah, some people are still sitting in Meta, but we won't talk about that.
I can't find a sad emoji fast enough. Give me a second. There. Who held BBBY the other day? I saw it went up again. Motherfuckers. That shit just won't die. I don't fucking get it. 20% in a day.
That's what we call simple retard buying strength.
I mean, I know the retards have a strong hands, you know. The autists, they always have a strong hands, but I think this is too much.
Yeah, I
Like,
think what happened here is these guys ate so much glue and their parents sued and won, and so they have a trust fund that helps them buy more Bed Bath & Beyond stock.
oh wait, I don't know if you guys saw the post about the. He is supposed to be like he's a YouTuber and he keeps chilling Bed Bath & Beyond, and he went to the headquarters there, and they didn't let him in, and he got arrested. They knew his face, they had his picture, and he was arrested for trespassing. And he's one of the main shares for BBY, and he recorded a video going back home and said that he loves the company and they're not going bankrupt and they love him. It's just that maybe he was a little bit too pushy with it. I fucking love that community.
Can I bring up my big bags of AMC that I took you guys' suggestions, and I've been slowly bleeding it for the last couple of days and just using my gains and putting it into these option plays. So I appreciate the words of encouragement, fellas. But it looks like it might. Is there any news on AMC? Because I haven't really paid attention. Anyone?
Are those gains or are they just minimized
Well,
loss?
no, they're true gains. Nah, bro. Like I'm very transparent. I got no reason to lie. I'm holding the seat Kraken bag right now. CRKN. I'm down to 2800.
AMC sold a $30 million stake in a Saudi Arabian cinema. So basically,
But
they were
no,
able
it
to
is
raise
real
$30 million.
gains from 2011. I'm sorry, Hardy, my bad.
They were able to raise $30 million in cash. That's all.
Yeah, but
Or that's,
to
that's
say
headline.
so you don't follow the company that you're down like what 40K. You don't
Well,
follow the news.
bro. To be honest with you, no two. But I ran through $8,000 profit yesterday. I'm not focused, but I did take so I took whoever's advice to start draining it. I have lots from 2021 that were $4 lots. So yes, anything I sell is 100% green, and I'm just taking like I have today right now. I have like 8 lots that are like $20, $30, $40 each lot. One lot's 100. So if I take all those, I'll have about $3,000 cash, and it'll be all positive. And then I'll just throw that into whatever call options I see that might be lucrative today. So straight up, real
Yo,
talk, no bullshit.
to stay fly, ask your tax guy about how tax loss harvesting works. That may
So,
be to
well,
your
I did my
advantage.
taxes yesterday, actually,
Not what I
Hardy.
mean. No, for the 2023
Right,
taxes, because by selling the old lots, sure, you
right.
pay long-term capital gains, but by selling the new lots, the ones that are underwater, you can use
Talk to
those
me.
lots to offset your gains in this
Yes,
tax year.
sir. Did
That's
Yeah,
you
but
it.
ever
it's
talk
only
to the
3K.
accountant, Hardy?
I
Hey,
didn't.
Hardy,
I
let
looked
me
him
know.
up.
I'll plug you in with him. He's available. He said he has a couple extra people, spots
I
available. You did your
understand that'll
thing.
have to be for calendar year 2024.
Cool. All right. Thank you. I digress.
Oh, Luz is here. Luz, what up?
Hey, what's up?
Out of curiosity,
Are you
did
still?
you lose power?
No, I got power. I got all the power.
Because I'm wondering, like, if this is ERCOT's fuck up or just like a local municipal level, substation level, kind of fuck up.
What are you referring to? Because I don't think anything's happened in my area.
Okay, then maybe it's just Austin. But there was a headline: Texans freezing without power.
Yeah, there's thousands of people that are out. Yeah.
So is
Haha, puts on
Yeah,
Texas.
but in
Dallas-Fort Worth, right?
Texas, if
So
it gets below 40 degrees, they consider that freezing.
no, legitimately freezing. Apparently, some sort of polar vortex is dipping way down, but I guess it's like northern Texas, not quite the coast.
It's like
And
300,000 people without power.
Do you guys have like fancy power down there?
There's a
Power
lot of
line.
white power. Yeah, there's a lot of white
No.
power in Texas. So
It's not a
Yeah.
power because it's an independent grid, so they can avoid federal regulation because freedom.
Yeah.
And there's the Power, the Black Series called Power, right?
yeah, that's right.
Was that based out of Texas?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. I mean, you know.
Hey, I assumed y'all talked about a certain company that like shot up like a lot through earnings. I assumed you already talked about that yesterday.
BBBY or?
Oh yeah,
Meta.
BBY.
But can you riddle me this, Luce? Was it an actual commitment to buy $40 billion of shares, or was it just an authorization?
It's the same as every company, just authorization. 40 billion. That would be insane to just say like we just bought 40 billion worth of shares.
I mean, GameStop did that.
40 billion?
No. They said they would basically buy at the money. At market buy $1 billion worth of shares or whatever it was.
But that's
The
a
reason why I asked
meme
for
stock.
Meta is how they intend to finance that purchase.
They have cash on the balance sheet.
They already have like 41B.
Hold on.
And through the year, they're going to earn more. So,
And companies borrow to do buybacks all the time, even if they don't have the cash, because they make so much cash. They get, pretty good rates. So it's usually a blend for all companies. They won't spend all their cash to do buybacks. It's a mix, ongoing earnings and borrow.
So maybe I'm misinterpreting this, but that's 2021. That's why. Let me find 2022 numbers.
they have 41B. I'm looking at it. Cash equivalent and market securities at the end of 2022.
What makes up the market securities in their cash and cash equivalents line item? Is it like treasury bonds or treasury type cash, or is it shares of Meta that they're holding in treasury for like RSUs and
It's bonds. It's bonds. It's government
It's
securities
bonds,
and
yeah.
agency. Yeah.
So forward looking, I'm trying to dig into their guidance, and I'm trying to estimate how much free cash flow they'll have for this year and maybe next year. And I might close because the free cash flow it's coming down a lot. And it already came down a good amount, but based on the revenue and total the guidance they gave on revenue and total expenses, I'm kind of calculating free cash flow based on net income and then what they're saying their capex is going to be, and it's looking like it's going to be like 10 to 12 billion, but in the past it's been like above 20 billion. So that's I'm still looking into it, but I might actually just close because I doubled down big time when it dropped below 100, and then what made like 100% run up from that low. So yeah, I'm thinking about closing now, but I need to look into it a little bit more.
Could
Hope you
you
feel better,
also?
Luce.
It looks like Jennifer Newstead, the current CLO, Chief Legal Officer, has been doing some sort of scheduled sale every week, dumping around 342 shares.
Yeah,
I'm not
they
sure if
they got
this is-
execs selling all the time. It's basically their salary.
I see. Okay.
That actually happens a lot for, especially the big tech companies. A lot of them are doing that. Zuckerberg, that's like his primary salary, so that's why he was like selling shares nonstop for years. But also, he's a greedy motherfucker, so there's that.
I mean, come on. If you had $100 billion in something, wouldn't you like to turn that to cash?
Yeah, sure. And I mean, if a company's generating, 20, 30, 40 billion dollars of free cash flow, what do I care if they take, 500 million, a billion of that? Like, sure, fine. That's not that big of a deal.
Hey, fellas, I don't know if this is relevant for this particular conversation, but in regards to taxes and solar vehicles and getting a write-off, right? I've seen some things on the internet about buying a 6,000 pound vehicle, you can write the whole thing off. And if it's EV, yada, yada, yada. So after doing my taxes yesterday, I ran out and I did buy a 6,000 pound electric vehicle. But the caveat is if the company who makes the vehicle, i.e. Tesla, over 200,000 electric vehicles, then that tax write-off is not available. So maybe for future plays, we look at other companies that are going to be coming out with EV vehicles that are going to fit in that bracket. Now, I do understand it's a recession and not many.
You're talking about Section 179? Gives you a $25,000 deduction for vehicles over 6,000 pounds.
$50,000, right? You can write up to a $25,000 off every year. But the caveat, in order to get the $8,500, it has to be less than 200,000 vehicles manufactured by the specific vehicle manufacturer. So for me, I bought the Audi. I just got in, it was like 198,000 electric Audi. Tesla, if you had bought a Tesla last year thinking you were going to get the credit, you would have been ass out. So I'm saying just for the future, maybe there's some other companies, like I think BMW has one coming out. The ones that haven't manufactured a large amount will get those people rushing in to get that tax credit. So then that may be a play for the future for that specific company.
You want the list?
Well, you can go on irs.gov
Not what I mean.
and get the list.
Audi has
Oh,
the
no.
Q7, so that's one of them. BMW has the X5 and X6. That's the next one. Buick Enclave. I think Buick rolls up into GM. Cadillac with their XT5, XT6, and Escalade qualify. Chevy, Silverado, and that line of cars qualifies. Same with Chrysler's Pacifica. Then you've got the Dodge Durango and Grand Caravan, Ford Expedition, and some other stuff. GM's Acadia Sierra. Wow, really? Wow.
So as long as they don't sell over 200,000 vehicles, you're good to go for the credit. Once they sell 200,001, the credit doesn't exist for that specific manufacturer. So I just thought that was maybe a play.
Here's the other way to see it, in my opinion. You have 25,000 subsidy effectively that the government's giving for 200,000 vehicles per company. So that represents a, what is that, $5 billion stimulus, I guess is a good way to describe it, or incentive. So figure how long would it take each of these companies to consume that $5 billion incentive? So Porsche, for example, would probably take a little bit longer because they don't sell as many cars, but they're higher priced. Whereas, what's a commodity car? Let's see, maybe the Lincoln Navigator. That's usually in the town car industry, right? So you could probably run through a bunch of those quickly. Or the Mercedes Metris or Sprinter. I know I've seen a lot of those running around New York. Or Nissan, actually. I believe the current generation of New York cabs run on this Nissan NV 1500 platform or whatever it's called.
Are
That
these
may be
specific to big weight cars? Is that
well,
what
what's
we're talking?
correct. So the rule apparently, according to this the site I'm on, is saying cars 6,000 pounds or higher, the first 200,000 cars sold of a given make that are 6,000 pounds or higher qualify for a $25,000 tax credit. I think is what it's called. So you affect. Me.
What about cars to come? Do you know any in 24 that are coming on that list? Like the new Volvo, I guess, is one I'm thinking.
I haven't weighed it, but if you can find a trim that has a gross vehicle weight of 6,000 pounds or more, which for like a larger car SUV that's electrified or EV should be relatively straightforward, should qualify, unless of course they take it away in 2023.
What's the weight about? What difference does it make? How much the car weight?
Some Congress critter decided the weight should be 6,000 pounds, above which you get the credit.
Ooh, the new EX90 from Volvo is over 6,000.
So I don't hear anything about Hyundai, but I've seen one and I like them. I don't know what model it was, but I know they've got EVs out that I really.
Yeah, they have the Ioniq, and they have a balling like warranty, 10 years, 100,000 miles. I think.
I think it was the Ioniq that I was looking at. That thing looks pretty smooth.
What's
Yeah.
important, at least from my perspective, is you've got $5 billion in incremental revenue because of these tax credits per company. So I don't know what that represents or how quickly each company can run through that $5 billion incentive.
It's only I don't know, n equals one observation, but I was in small town America recently, and there are Hyundais and Kias everywhere. And I think their warranty is catching a lot of people that are looking for, I don't know, lower price cars to just hang on to for a while.
I'm in a 2015 Kia Sorento right now, and I fucking love it. But my kids have destroyed it, and I need a new car. And so I'm looking at that Ioniq. I don't know if I want to buy into an electric, but it looks nice.
No, but they have a bunch though. Like they have the Telluride and stuff. They're making better and better cars compared to what they used to. Like it used to be if you saw a Kia on a lot, you would walk away and go look at something else.
I like my Kia, that's for sure.
So some people are breaking into them. There's actually a thing called the Hyundai and the Kia Boys. And some insurers are actually not carrying certain models of them because they're not putting the correct. There's the international version of their car that has it, the theft deterrent. So that's a bearish thing for them. They're going to have to spend more to probably get the United States versions of the lower end, not electrical cars, but they're
no. But I
lower
think isn't this pre-2019 models or something like that?
Correct, but it's everything going forward even that still don't have these. I don't know what the specific anti-theft device is, but going forward, they're going to have to put it on there. They don't have to by regulation in the States, whereas the rest of the world, they do. So I'm not saying their new car isn't nice, but I think they have some other headwinds.
I got to play.
Let's hear it.
Is it Dole?
How about SI Silvergate? Couple of days ago, BlackRock bought a bunch of shares. It was doing well up until this whole Apple, Amazon nonsense that drove the market down. It's good. I think it's a good buying opportunity. There's a lot of short interest. The DOJ reported that they're going to be looking into Silvergate stock, but not that there was any wrongdoing. They're just looking into it because there might be some ties to FTX and Alameda. So I think it's all nonsense. I think it's FUD. So I think it's a good opportunity to get in now. add some shares. That's my play.
I'm getting into. I bought some Google and Amazon yesterday, and I'm probably going to buy some more Google and Amazon today. I don't know why their stock is going down, but the Google earnings results were tepid. But given the current macroeconomic circumstances, I didn't think they were that bad. As far as their forward guidance goes, I thought some of the stuff that they mentioned were pretty interesting. They're going to be integrating a lot more AI into Google search, as well as making AI components available to different industries. And I'm particularly excited about the healthcare part of that they're doing with AI, making it available for healthcare purposes. Healthcare is mostly a digital product. So I think there's a lot of opportunity for Google in that area. And the short-term downsies on both those stocks, I think, are I don't know why they went down. Even with Amazon, they reported higher earnings, which was kind of a surprise to me given the macroeconomic circumstances. They did report much lower earnings per share, or the bottom line was much lower, but that's something they can control. I thought, if anything, that their earnings, their sales would go down, but they didn't. So I think long term, I'm still pretty bullish on both those stocks. So I'm increasing my long position in both of them.
Also, the stock ticker for Silvergate is SI, just in case anybody want to know.
Good morning. I just want to let you guys know I'm still bullish on Robinhood. I think that balance sheet's going to grow a lot in the fourth quarter for 2022. I think that we're going to see a slight increase in revenues. They've been working on controlling their costs. So ultimately, I think it will be a good Q4. I am going to be buying calls. There's a chance I might sell it before the actual earnings call, just because I'm a paper-handed boy. Either way, definitely looking to be bullish on Robinhood, at least for the next month. I'm still long-term a bit bearish just because the SBF shares do have to get unloaded onto the market. So ultimately, short-term, especially earnings call, bullish. Long-term, maybe not as bullish.
I just want to go back to Silvergate real quickly. I have the Bloomberg article up here, and it actually is a fraud investigation in regards to that. So I don't know if that's FUD per se. They don't come out and say we're investigating someone for fraud unless they think there's some traction there. So
Wait, so they don't investigate somebody for fraud if they don't think he committed fraud?
it's brilliant, right? It's logic.
Yeah.
I mean, I did investigations.
They have. I'm sorry. They have ties to FTX, but it doesn't mean that they were involved in any wrongdoing. If you read the whole article, it tells you that there's nothing that's been suspected as of yet. They're just, launching an investigation to make sure there ain't nothing going on.
To me, it would make it a no touch. But you invest as you want.
Wait, isn't Silvergate the bank that was like lending out a bunch of crypto? Like it was only supposed to be holding people's crypto, but it was like lending it out, and then they basically margin called themselves when crypto prices fell. Like that's the company that people are wondering if it's a good buy now.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that whether that's legal fraud, it sounds like I don't know, sentimental fraud or theoretical fraud. Yeah, I wouldn't touch that company ever.
Correct. Creating assets out of nothing is fraud.
Oh, well, hang on, because that's crypto, but we don't want to go there.
No.
We'll
You
make
didn't
some
mention
people
one
very, very
important
sad.
detail. No, come on. You see that the company has a great initiative with customers, and they can sell any product. Come on.
Oh, yes. I think I'm going to apply.
Are we talking about Bed Bath and Beyond again?
No. Silver.
Well, hey, did you already mention that Bed Bath & Beyond has failed to pay severance to the employees that it's laid off? So, that probably means it'll rally 20% today.
Yeah, we should definitely pump it.
I think someone mentioned that yesterday. Yeah, it was like, they're not paying their salary, or as you're saying, their exit salary.
All these
I
big,
mentioned the salary, but I didn't know this. What Lou said.
yeah, all these big upswings on like shit news. Imagine how much the stock price is going to move up when they announce bankruptcy. Like, just like comparably. You know what I mean?
Are you
Like,
wait? Are you trying to tell us to buy in right now, Liz? Because that's what it sounds like.
Hey,
Oh,
Lou,
I'm no
stop
financial
shilling,
advisor.
stop shilling BBBY, man. Stop shilling BBBY.
All right, I'm sorry. You got me. Everybody knows I've been long BBBY for a long time.
Yeah.
I played SI earnings and got out with a 345% gain on the options, but I'm out of SI. I'm done with them for now.
Yeah.
So I'm bullish on GameStop now because Luce told me to be.
I said no such thing. I'm selling options premiums on GameStop as long as the dream is alive.
Luce, you sound a little nasally. Are you sick or are you doing a lot of cocaine?
Yes.
Since we're on memes, ape to the moon. Keep on remembering to the moon.
Oh yeah.
It's been some time, Lou, since we did a special talk. I think the BBBY bankruptcy, when they announced it, we need to do a special talk, and we're gonna call it "We Told You So."
Yeah,
It's
we
gonna
need a
close
bag
a lot
holders
of the-
anonymous.
Or we could call it like "This is good news."
Probably missed out on a Bankholders Anonymous meeting when Meta announced.
Oh, that would have just been probably like 20-30% new bulls on Meta. Suddenly, now that the stock price went up 100% from the low, now people are bullish, and then 70% people saying, like the equivalent of this is fake news, this is bullshit, Zuckerberg stealing your data. But yeah, sure, it would have been a fun talk.
There was a post that I removed. It was a guy claiming that he's going to sue the SEC and Meta because of this rally. He has puts and he knows he's right. This has had to be like a scam or whatever he posted.
No, it's like those guys during the pandemic who wanted a refund when their stocks went down.
Speaking of Ryan Cohen,
You can get a refund? Wait, sorry.
Don't get excited, Scold. No.
Ryan Cohen, right? Since you're on the topic there, GME, he's buying what shares of Nordstrom. I see that's up pre-market.
I saw that too. I'm kind of worried about Nordstrom now.
How much is it up? 20%, 30? What was it? I think yesterday was like 30% off the market.
Yeah. So, like, can we just write off Nordstrom stuff now? Like, we're just not going to be able to wear that shit or whatever in like the next fucking 6 months or something.
How much is it up now? Can somebody check? I'm not near my PC.
30%.
Beautiful, beautiful. I think it's time to jump in, boys.
Inputs? No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, you're not wrong, though. I don't know if we could trust Ryan Cohen anymore. What do you guys think?
I'll
try to follow him.
I don't think. Wait, is that still a debate?
I'm wondering. I don't trust the guy at all. I'm wondering if people are here that does.
If I was CEO of Nordstrom, I'd be worried.
Oh, come on. Everybody trusts Ryan Cohen.
I was going to talk a little bit about Nordstrom. They were on my value watch list when they were below $20, and they were looking okay as a either cigar butt play or just maybe a long-term value play based on their value, purely based on their multiples. They are fairly highly leveraged, but so are all the other retailers in the same space. So Nordstrom is the way I see it. It's not even close to Bed Bath and Beyond. It's not even close to like these other retailers that are sucking wind. For example, the forward leverage is it's about 4 times debt to EBITDA, like total debt, capital lease obligations included. There are a lot of similar retailers that have like 6, 7, 8 times forward debt to EBITDA. And the free cash flow looks okay. I think, are they still paying a dividend? Yeah, 3.6% dividend yield. I think at this price. So I wouldn't say like, oh yeah, it's up 30%, but it's gotta go up another 30%. I wouldn't say that, but like this actually isn't that bad of a company. It's actually okay.
So you're telling me that there's a lot more room for Ryan Cohen to fuck it up.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know what he's trying to do because, like, the way I see it, if you're one of these clothing retailers right now, it's all macro risk. You know, like Nordstrom's a pretty good company. They've been around for a long time. They have a good market. They have like a little bit nicer brands, but then they also have like the budget brands. So they got fairly nice little niches, and like even on the budget side, they're seen as nice. Like fairly nice clothing for the budget shopper. So like the company's not that bad. So I don't know what exactly he's trying to do. Maybe he's just like, relatively low float and nobody really pays attention to the stock. Maybe I'll squeeze this one too. I don't know.
Yeah, my understanding is that dude likes to rebuild shit, but Nordstrom doesn't seem like it needs to be rebuilt, right?
I mean,
wait,
I don't think Ryan Cohen's the type of guy to, improve a company like Nordstrom.
How did he rebuild GME and BBY?
I'm not saying he rebuilt shit. I'm saying that's the idea behind the guy, right?
He rebuilt the stock price.
Fair enough. He did, certainly.
That's all we care about, right?
Maybe he's trying to convince Nordstrom to buy BBY.
There you go.
Oh God. No. You know what? I don't know. Maybe he is.
Do you like my Yogi?
You did the same thing I did, Lucy. You were like, wait, he's not wrong. He could be doing that.
The acquisition of a lifetime. And a cigar butt becomes a value investment. Loose Ventures is the one to bring it to you.
Long term, they want to try to increase the population in the United States. So, Bye Bye Baby could be a target for Nordstrom to acquire.
Yeah, but look, this is already the third acquisition that he is supposed to make. First, it was GME, BBY, shit. Now Nordstrom.
Nordstrom is the tallest dwarf, though, and Macy's is imploding. Bed Bath & Beyond is imploding. There's going to be a lot of large retail spaces available.
Yeah. Plus, I don't get the super boner over Bye Bye Baby. Like, it's an okay business. Like the biggest bull case for that business line was they're actually profitable. Yeah, there are a lot of retailers that are profitable, but I don't know anyone that shops there. And maybe like 2 people came on one day on the talk and were like, I like Bye Bye Baby. I shop there for my kids. And then everybody's like, see, it's a really good business. But like why don't they just buy any other line? Like I think Best Buy's screwed. And I think every company knows like the sharks are circling. So they're not going to pay a good price for their assets. They're going to give them pennies on the dollar. There's no way they're going to get a good price if they want to buy any of.
I think they would definitely wait until they go bankrupt. Right. I agree. I think they would wait till they go bankrupt. I'm not in any of these, so I don't really give a shit what they do and who they do.
Let me tell you about Bye Bye Baby. So we were looking at buying baby stuff for my kid, like when my wife's pregnant. And we went there to look for a diaper bag. It was $119. I bought the same exact diaper bag on Alibaba for $12. Now, it took a while for it to arrive, and it did say Live Life Travel on it, which made no freaking sense. But guess what? It was the same exact bag. Like, as far as how it was made and everything, same exact thing. $100 less. I mean, come on.
My girlfriend has a sweater that we bought from Amazon that says "Very Pizza Enjoy Much." And it's not on purpose. It's not a joke. I swear to God, they printed this fucking shirt like that on purpose, thinking we would like it. And we wear it. She wears it like it's a fucking joke, and she loves it. Very much pizza enjoy.
I mean, I'm just saying, Bed Bath & Beyond has a lot of competition in the baby space, is what I was getting at.
I can get behind that. I don't think anybody's paying $120 for a fucking baby bag though.
Especially in a recession, bro.
I think we got a few butthurt people in the comments about
Oh,
that.
really?
Yeah.
Read the comments. Read the comments while I ask Scott somebody's called. Where are you driving every day at this exact moment?
Hey, that's a good question.
Yeah, I'm taking my kiddo to Montessori school, so that way she can be smarter than her dad and, you know, maybe make money in the stock market instead of lose it. Scald, I think you're pronouncing Missouri wrong. It's Montessori, right? It's French. I don't speak French. I speak German. It's not helpful.
Wait, so can your kid hear us?
Oh, no. Kid's already been dropped off. You guys can curse as much as you want.
Damn, that was okay. Is there a period of time where your child can hear us? Is what I'm looking for.
Yeah, he was. Unfortunately, yes. He was singing this morning during Confused Money. It was really good. Good. I was going to sign him to a record label.
Yeah, Scald's impressive in every way. I don't know if y'all know that or not.
Hey, I just want to speak on the Nordstrom play. The whole Ryan Cohen thing, I think it's an ego. So there's a lot of articles that came out yesterday and this morning. Everybody's talking about Mark Tritton, the former CEO of Bed Bath & Beyond, since he's on the compensation committee with Nordstrom and he's like basically a board member. It's like Ryan Cohen's following this guy and trying to take him out of whatever play he's in, wherever he's working, because he's terrible. That's just my 2 cents.
Who was the person that he tried to take out? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Mark Tritton, Tritton. He's the former CEO of Bed Bath & Beyond, who like Cohen flamed very hard when he was in the BBBY play. And then now, since he's working with Nordstrom, you know, Ryan Cohen follows the guy. It's the only 2 things that match up. Other than some merger or future play, he's just like a personal vendetta for this guy.
That sounds pretty homosexual, huh? Another man.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Just to be clear.
Yes.
Luce is right.
And he does have a dog, Ryan Cohen. I think he has a dog house also.
Oh, you know what that means.
Calls on Jif.
Calls on Chewy.
Calls on Grinder.
That guy gets it.
Yeah.
You cultural swines. What was the comments on BBBY, Lux? Can you read them to us?
Oh, I just saw one. They asked, how can they be profitable although no one shops there? It was a figure of speech. So what I'm saying is the company that you like sucks. That's all I'm saying. But thank you for your question.
Are we all reading comments right now?
Yeah. I'm searching.
I'm giggling. I can't even.
I mean, this is good news, though.
It's either somebody talking about a meme with puts on these or calls on these, or someone just saying, please just plays for the day.
Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of people asking for plays.
Stop talking about your opinions. What am I playing?
Oh, I thought
you got 9 minutes.
I thought y'all didn't talk plays anymore. I thought you just kind of like sat around and masturbated each other.
Well, all right. It's not like we could have
That's
told
why we get so excited.
Masturbation going on in here.
It's not like yesterday we could have told everybody to buy Carvana puts under like 18 or when it reached 18, right?
I mean, your mileage may vary, but the fact that everybody's made a ton of money on all the upswings this week, if you have a big cash account or even margin, if you're crazy, selling low out of the money puts is all I'm doing today. I'm going to take 5 or 10 grand on the account, just selling like 250 puts on BBBY or $5 puts on AMC, all the meme stocks, because they're not going to crash that hard. People are still holding.
So if they announce bankruptcy, that's going to be good news for you.
They already did.
They already
So
did it. They were talking about Chapter 11 like a week ago, and it dropped to like 150, and then a few days ago it shot up to what 450. Yesterday it topped at 360, topped 384 this morning in pre-market. I mean, they want the
Goddamn,
bears to
this thing
suffer.
can read.
yeah, so Wall Street Bets is saying it's not over. They're gonna hold.
Yeah,
All right.
you have no choice. I mean, if you look at the break even on a lot of these I mean, these people are holding for double digits or they're in
Wouldn't
the red.
it make a lot of sense for us to work with them and like know when they're all going to sell if they are? Jesus Christ! I guess we can't do that.
This guy's great advice is like, let's get some market collusion going on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Love it. Yeah. I think that's a crime, buddy.
Someday
I'm pretty sure that's a crime.
Hold on.
I don't give
Speaking
a
of
shit
market
anymore.
collusion, everybody, Luce, I gotta know. Did you double down on your Lucid puts?
No, because I already made a killing shorting them. So those puts were just like whatever. Like they were something like 5% of the total gains I made. I think they expire in March. Yeah, like I'm literally not even paying attention to them.
Did you notice?
So, did you notice what happened Friday then?
Wait, what is this? Are you just reminiscing of like times past that will probably never happen again? Like,
Oh
you're
yeah,
talking
I'm
about
just
the Saudi.
wondering if you
So hang
if
on.
you
So
knew
let
what the
no for
black swan
context.
event happened.
For context, the Saudis, the guys that have ownership of Lucid, the guys that have been paying themselves out the ass in stock-based compensation. So they've been issuing themselves shares and selling the shit out of those shares, and they've made a killing doing that, which is very similar to a Ponzi scheme, by the way. Those guys are going to rebuy the company now that it's what's the value now? What's the market cap? Like 20 billion? 21.6 billion dollars for a company that's barely making money, and they just sold all their shares. Now they're going to buy it. Awesome. I hope you made money.
I actually did. I made a 10-bagger on that call that you laughed at.
Like an actual 10-bagger, or are you just using the
Like
word
an
10-bagger and you don't
actual
know what it means?
10-bagger. Like an actual 10-bagger. I put
Yeah, it was
$32 into a
literally.
contract and I made $375.
Luce, I was there.
Then-
I'm a witness. I'm a witness, man. I
Well,
was
that's
there.
good. Is when people say they want to talk about plays, do they mean historical plays?
Yeah.
Like, is that all?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
people
was right
don't
in the
know how that
past.
works.
Oh, guys, I got this play. Merger between Microsoft and Monolith Industries happened in 2003. 600% increase. It was dope.
On the eve of December 1st, 2020, I made calls. Yeah, fuck that. Hey, okay, you want plays? You're not gonna understand it.
Short.
So
Microsoft and ATVI. Come on, let's get it.
I'm
Let's get in the game.
selling.
Do it, Luce.
I'm selling reverse Jade Lizards on the triple Q, expiring February. The monthly. Short 2 strike 290 puts, short 2 strike 313 calls, long 2 strike 315 calls. And I'm using that. I'm going to keep selling those, maybe adjust downward if the triple Q moves down. But that's just a little bit of income to finance some leap puts for January 2024 strike 200, because I think the triple Q is too damn high.
What do you think about the recent surge of big lots there, Luce?
Oh, big lots. I was actually good with that tick up because I didn't really want to close my short, but I was rolling in the money covered puts. So now those are out of the money, and I'm nearing max profit. They expire February this month. So yeah, I'm actually glad I get to hang on to my short now. So yeah, I'm making a lot of money. The covered puts are giving me a shit ton of premium. So yeah, I'm okay with that. But I think big lots is still screwed.
We all do.
They got to cut that dividend. I don't know if y'all saw Hanes Brands, but they had a pretty meaty dividend. I think it was nearing like 9% or something like that. And they've been on my watches for a while. I got out like a year ago. I just had some calls, or maybe like 7-8 months ago. I just had calls, and I was like, I don't think it's going to do it because the estimates are being revised downwards. They got, I think they have no free cash flow expected for this year. So I don't know how they would pay dividends. And then sure enough, and they were trading at a pretty steep value just based on multiples. But they announced earnings and they said they're cutting the dividend. So the stock price fell like something like 28%. So I'd watch out if you're holding on to a stock that has a lot of leverage and is paying a meaty dividend. They might just slash it because they might need to.
3 minutes till open.
Intel comes to mind with that.
Oh, Intel's so sad because there's still so many bulls on Intel, even though they were like writing on the wall, like, we will not make money for years. And people were like, I still think it's a good buy at this price.
Hi, good morning. Can I ask you guys if you have any predictions for the market moves today, and if you have a good idea for a trade to put on today?
All right, we got a minute and a half. Everybody shout out your predictions real quick. Ticker, what's going up? What's going down? Let's go.
My boner up.
Lucid up.
BAT
Sundial
put.
up. SoFi up.
Go. Boner. The ticker is BONR. Go.
MULN up.
Oh, big up.
Bill to 0.
What are the cocks saying? By cocks, I mean the chickens, of course.
I actually asked guys.
I don't see T-prints on here. I don't see T-prints on here, but Aegon Targaryen, EGG Aegon, successfully predicted the outcome of the FOMC meeting. That FOMC would go up. So
I saw those bad plays though. I think he's I don't know. He's not looking good. I think meme stocks, all your meme stocks, down. I think they're tanking today. How about that? Huh? Yeah.
So good chance to put on some puts.
Or you just inverse everything we say and do the complete opposite.
Yeah, put your big boy puts on.
I mean, ape to the moon is guaranteed, of course. So there's always that.
Out of the mall, out of the money.
Ape to the moon.
I like Elliot's play of 0 DTE Bank of America puts. I think I'm going to jump in there, see what happens.
Oh, those meme stocks are down.
Market's open. That's why everybody's quiet right now.
Simple. Would you like to have a conversation while everyone looks at their losses?
I'll throw in something real quick. Sorry to interrupt, gents. XLY, which is consumer discretionary income. Looking at puts on that, if you look at the 1 month and 3 month chart on XLY, you'll be like, damn, consumers have a lot of money to spend. They're doing well. But if you listen to all the earnings calls yesterday, people aren't spending as much money. Starbucks is missing revenue and earnings. So I think this has been overrun the last month, and I think it's due for a correction.
I love how you said, damn. What did you say? What was the sentence where you said it? You gave your opinion on it. Fuck, I butchered it.
I love how you said whatever it was that you said.
Yeah, but you know what happened? Like, I got a Slack message and my concentration fell off, and I completely forgot what he had this fucking say.
Look, something shiny.
Croatia uses Slack, puts on Salesforce.
Yeah. I'm at work currently, so.
Hey, so how about this? When, not if, but when Bed Bath & Beyond announces bankruptcy, Simple and we'll do, a bankruptcy talk. What do you say? Like within 3 days of the announcement, Is how we put it, like in legal terms.
You could do it like a bankruptcy shower.
Yeah, like Loose Ventures and Simple Vice shall conduct a bankruptcy talk on the events of a Bed Bath & Beyond bankruptcy no later than 3 days from the time bankruptcy is announced. Does that work?
You should do it from an actual BBBY store. You should go to a BBBY store and do it from there because you'll be the only one there. You could do it. You could easily do it.
I can get on their intercom.
In fact, you could offer free Kool-Aid. Tell them it's filled with hopium.
If I was in the States, like we would go there and we would talk over the intercom, yeah. But you know what else we're gonna do, Luz? So we have an official Twitter of WallStreetBets, which I hope you all follow, and we're gonna tweet out to some of the executives at BBBY, and we're gonna have a party. We're gonna invite them. Let's see who has more balls.
What kind of balls does Bed Bath & Beyond have? Do they sell balls, like various ball assortments?
I meant, are they brave enough to face the unknown people behind a fake name and fake pictures, which are going to destroy their business and what they did over the last year? I think they're all going to say yes, right?
Oh, you're talking about us. We're the mysterious fellows. Well, we're very powerful and handsome and super smart, so they should be scared.
And employed in Citadel.
And super employed and so rich. Get laid all the time.
When he says laid, boys, he doesn't mean laid off of work. He means like sleep with actual women.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Or men, if you're into the grinder stuff.
Or they.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, nothing that anything is wrong with being homosexual, like Mask.
Oh yeah, I'm multisexual, just so you know. It all depends.
Lucid fucking you doesn't mean you're multisexual. You're still gay.
Well, yeah, it does because it's a company. It's an inanimate object. Come on, get with the time, simple.
I think my dick would rot and fall off.
If I may, I think a good goal for 2023 should be to invite high-profile guests onto WallStreetBets until Opinion is Unpopular gets a subpoena for one of those talks. So
I second that. I second that.
I think that's what we should do.
Okay, but listen, Opinion already there. Gay.
Let's get Sam Bankman. Come on, man.
No, I don't even know if he's here. It's really early for him. So there really is like an actual court case going on. Somebody sued Reddit moderators for, I don't know, what was it, a thread or whatever it was. And now Reddit and some other companies are fighting for freedom of moderators not to get sued. So there's an actual like a court case going on, like a pretty big deal. You can find it and just go our mod support, I think, or mod team. There's like a big article about it, or even on Google. Like you can find it. It's pretty scary shit. For Opinion, of course. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
I'm out of the U.S. jurisdiction.
It sounds like mods might have to start carrying insurance. What's that like blanket coverage you have to carry when you're on a board?
Umbrella. Your umbrella insurance. Yeah.
Yeah. When you're on like a board and you're giving advice, you got to carry a umbrella policy, right? Sounds like you're going to need one of those, Opinion.
Yeah, well, as you know, Reddit, WallStreetBets, shills work for Daddy Kenny. It's a good thing we get paid so much money, for being mods, because everybody knows that being a mod is a very high-paying job.
And it gets you a lot of women. That's also, when you say somebody,
yes.
I'm a WallStreetBet mod in real life, they all look at you and they're like, yeah, I want babies with you.
Or men.
Yeah. And the quality of the people that are excited that you're a mod, that's the,
Everywhere I go, I make sure people know Like I walk up, like I go to get coffee, and they say, "Hi, how can I?" And I cut them off, and I say, "I am a Reddit mod of Wall Street Bets," and
It's
then
like
they
being
look at
a
me,
sorry to
and
interrupt, but
eyes
yeah, it's like being a
turn
geek.
into diamonds. Yeah,
Luce, I tried to find you on LinkedIn by searching that. I looked for Wall Street Bet mods on LinkedIn, and I couldn't find you.
No,
Actually,
no. We are Illuminati. But Luz, do you allow them to look at you in the eyes when you tell them that? I tell them, look down.
yeah. No, they need to know their place, and I never pay for anything.
How long does
When
it
you
take for you to explain to them what Reddit is?
I was gonna
12
say,
seconds.
when you actually say to somebody, yeah, that you're a Wall Street Bet mod, you can be sure they're gonna know what that thing is, and they're gonna care really, really hard.
Yeah, everyone in the world really, really cares about Reddit.
I will say this with the potential move to Twitch, Reddit's probably the less cringe.
Here we have another beautiful comment. So, where is it? Six Salvador, Reddit mods should get sued for over censorship. I completely agree with you. I think we should all be sued and strung up like a Jesus to die for your sins.
Yes, it's a reasonable request.
Yes. And everything we possess should be stripped, because that censorship is really goddamn, especially on Wall Street Bets.
Can I cast lots for your coats?
Yeah, so with that, we're gonna start allowing triple X rated content on the sub, because we don't want to censor anyone. Like, there's no point to censoring. What does censoring even do? We should be crucified.
Yeah, there was a guy that posted a picture the other day of his pee-pee, and he was dressed like a girl.
It's really good quality content. Did you remove that? Because you shouldn't have.
What a prick.
No. It was removed by opinion, because he does that shit. He doesn't allow.
Oh God, that's like
yeah.
something. That's like something Biden
communist.
would do. You know?
That's OnlyFans. Come on, wrong app.
Nah. Or when people try to pump penny stocks, like, you have to love that.
We
I don't wanna
should let
brag.
people pump all stocks, pump and dump. Pyramid schemes, multi-level marketing schemes, Ponzi schemes. We don't want to censor that.
I don't want to brag, but my PP was in the Guinness Book of World Records once. But then I got asked to leave the library.
I was gonna say, on which page did you put it?
I went to the library and I asked if they had received a copy of the book that I requested on small penises, and the librarian said, "I'm sorry, but it's not in yet." And I said, "Yeah, that's the one."
And that was his first protective order. Anyhow.
Oh, no. The first court order that we got was when people immigrated into some other stock. We have a court filed. Everybody, we got a restraining order. We can't come close to any GME shop in a 100-mile radius, and a bunch of other stuff.
As servants of the public, us Reddit mods, we have a public duty to serve the people. Like, we have to protect free speech. Simple. Don't you understand?
Yes, but they also banned me from using black and red color, because it's a part of a brand that really struck a chord with me. All those Nazi flags that I have as a mod of WallStreetBets, I cannot use them anymore.
Shame.
It's very clear that opinion is away from his microphone as the conversation veers off and opinion stays silent.
He can listen to the recording.
We can get banned again by Reddit. Of course, only lose. So me and Lutz, I say
You're definitely the worst.
I say so much shit and he gets banned every time. It's because I'm black, so they can't ban me.
Yeah, I haven't told them that I changed my gender and I now enjoy all sexes. And I'm black now. So I
Wait,
think once I
Simple,
told them that,
you're
I can't get
black? I
banned.
thought you were Balkan.
He's the
Yeah,
chief
but
diversity
I'm a
officer
Balkan black.
here.
Yeah.
No, not Balkan. Your dyslexia is acting up again. Blacken.
Are you
Yes.
do you happen to be Jewish too?
No. I'm a Balkan black. My father was a sailor, and he went to sail near Africa, and he picked up my
Made some
mother
friends.
off a coast, and he brought her here during the war. And yeah, I'm a Balkan black.
He made some good friends while he was there who wanted to come back and work with him.
He met my mother.
Yeah, so like a good friend that wanted to come back and work with him.
Yeah, for him.
I love how this Reddit talk is bringing up Black History Month.
We're just trying to show appreciation because we don't want to censor anyone.
Oh, is it a Black History Month? I didn't even know.
It's a Black History
Black,
like
though. How do you
decade.
know?
I got a notification from
in America
Apple.
and Minecraft.
Yeah, Apple in Apple's recent update for the iPhone, they said the update was celebrating Black History Month.
Yes, it did.
That's pretty cool. I've never seen that. That's good.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
Hey, Simple. Remember the time when they did that for Hispanics?
Ah, yes, they did, and for Chinese also.
Yeah,
I remember that time.
Chinese. Yeah.
Yeah. But I appreciate
the Japanese, the guys that were put in concentration camps,
or Indians
70
or
years
something.
ago. Yeah, they did it for them.
But I appreciate it as a black Balkan man. I appreciate it very much what Apple did in their update.
Yeah, I hear putting the Japanese in concentration camps during World War II, that really helped them to learn to focus on their economy and business. That's why Japan's, business and their economy picked up so much over the next several decades because of all the concentration.
And German also, from all the bombing and also concentration camps that also helped them.
Did you know that you can't invest in China's national railway? I was looking at it because I thought, man, the Chinese know how to build railroads, but you can't do it. It's owned by the state. There's no way to invest directly in the rail company.
Yes, and Simple. Remember when the U.S. Gave Japan like the biggest firework in the world, and then we gave them a second big firework. It's all part of history.
It rings the bell. It rings the bell. But there was also one more time. No, there was no one more time. I think there was thousands of more times when the U.S. Held a firework near the islands near you. I forgot what was the name of it. I think some poor people got tumor and everything. Like it fucked the whole islands up and people and the population.
Bikini Atoll.
Yeah. That fireworks was really something else. Yeah.
It were those those little planes that you get to play with as a kid. They're like styrofoam planes, and you throw them right, and then when you throw them, they just kind of like dive into the ground. It was they just sent us like a bunch of those styrofoam planes. That was all, and they wanted us to play with them. They were for their kids.
You also know you cannot invest in Chinese phone books because they never wing the Wong number.
Nah, that's racist. Let's not be racist up here. That's racist. That's just wrong.
So we have a comment, a good one, and then I'm off to eat. Commie mods won't let us post about bird flu. Yes, so much communism going on. I am a communist. I don't know how you figured it out. But yes, and his first post is a Pokemon in shoes, in shoebox. Yes, I'm a communist.
Pokemon, their phrase is "gotta catch 'em all." That sounds like a commie thing to say. So, Pot calls the tea kettle black, I think.
A Nazi thing, too.
Yeah, Pokemon, more like Poke Nazis.
We're gonna
So-
go report it
Let
so
him get it
badly.
bad.
So, those are the plays for the day. People were asking for plays, so that's what Simple and I just wanted to focus on all of
GME
that
looks like it's
information.
pumping.
So bullet.
I actually posted a story about Karl Marx. He received in 1864, he received a $820 bequest, which was basically a stimulus payment. And he immediately YOLO'd it onto the London Stock Exchange, and he lost all his fucking money because it's Karl Marx. So there you go. Maybe he is like us.
Our money. Sorry.
Well, after that, he wrote the Communist Manifesto, so he got pretty badly burned. Think of how bad you got to get burned in the stock market to write a manifesto.
Yeah, he got burned so bad he became an extreme communist. I wonder how many communists are going to emerge from Wall Street Bets.
Bed Bath and Beyond bag holders.
It's not bag holding if you never sell.
I think that's literally what bag holding is.
No, you can't bag hold if you just dive and hold forever.
I think with that, I'm done. I'm gonna have some meat
That
and listen
tipped
to
you
some,
off.
Yeah,
some African music, just
I'm
to
out.
bring back the roots.
I'm out too. Yeah, Simple's playing the sexy music, so I got to go join him.
That same logic actually got us 2 consecutive negative GDP quarters do not equal a recession.
And with the song of my people, as a black Balkan man, I'm out.
This has been a great talk.
Thanks for playing us off, everybody.
Are you gonna watch Black Panther for Black History Month, Luce?
I'm going to leave and let everyone here think about what we've been talking about, but I hope it gets awkward.
Oh, gets awkward? Okay, well, we'll work on it.
And he vanishes.
No.
Just say Stellantis 3 times, so come back right here. Voldemort. Stellantis. Like, where do we even go from here,
Don't expect Stellantis to have a bad quarter like Ford did, though. They actually produced. I think they hit their numbers that they wanted to hit to produce cars. Ford they were 100,000 cars light from what they wanted to produce. Some was because of chips, but other supplies that they couldn't get were up there. I guess that's what happens when you build cars outside the U.S., right?
Anybody that wants their memory erased from the last 10 minutes, if you could just stare into your screen, the neuralizer will be going off in about 5,
Yeah, hold on. Let me put my
4,
What did I
3,
miss?
2, 1. All right, keep your